All right, and welcome back to Summer Games Done Quick, a charity marathon held by Speed Demos Archive and Speedruns Live, benefiting Doctors Without Borders. Doctors Without Borders is an international medical humanitarian organization created by doctors and journalists in France in 1971. Today, Doctors Without Borders provides independent, impartial assistance in more than 60 countries to people whose survival is threatened by violence, neglect, or catastrophe, primarily due to armed conflict, epidemics, malnutrition, exclusion from healthcare, or natural disasters. In 1999, Doctors Without Borders received the Nobel Peace Prize for their efforts. So real quickly, I would just like to point out that the ad money towards all the ads we run goes exclusively to making future marathons possible, and we will only run ads in between games. We will not ever run any ads during gameplay. And all the subscription money from all the subscribers we get is also completely going towards Doctors Without Borders. So if you could do us a huge favor, and if you have ad block on, just whitelist it for us, or you can subscribe to us, and we would greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much. All right, some donations from our backlog real quick. We've got $50 from Puzzles. I wish I had enough time to learn to speedrun a game. You guys are awesome for using your talents for such a good cause. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Puzzles. We have $20 from Kaus Severa. It's nice to see all sorts of games being speedrun for Doctors Without Borders. Good luck, runners, and thank you for everyone that makes this happen. Let's beat the total from last time. Thank you very much. We have $30 from PK Scratch. No comment, but thank you. We have $10 from Pirate. The French community is still here, and we prove it. And speaking of the French community, if that is your natural language, we have a website where they are doing commentary in French for us. The website is jeuxvideo.com. That's JEUX video.com. So thank you to those guys for organizing that and doing that for us. All right, everyone, we apologize for the delay. We are having a few technical difficulties, but we're working on it as quick as we can. While we're waiting, I'd like to tell you about one of our sponsors, theyeti.com, T-H-E-Y-E-T-E-E. They have an awesome line of t-shirts that they've made exclusively for SGDQ, and $3 from the sale of every shirt goes directly to Doctors Without Borders. And they're also holding a contest at theyeti.com/contests/SGDQ. Another website that is doing an awesome thing for us is Humble Bundle. Humble Bundle is providing a sale with games that are being run throughout our marathon. Games including Noi to Love 2, Amnesia: A Machine for Pigs, Bleed, Dust Force, Psychonauts, and others. All of the proceeds from the sale of this Humble Bundle will go to Doctors Without Borders.
Well, still on the left. It doesn't matter. So, are we all set to go up there, or do we need to do mic check? yeah, I don't think we can fix that right now. Actually, sorry, one more thing.
All right, while we're waiting, we've got a few donations. $40 from Jake Cable. I guess I'm not getting any sleep over the next week. Hopefully we can see some world records. Hurry up and take my money. Well, if you insist. We have $5 from Jacob8. A great big thank you to the organizers and runners for helping out a great cause and showing that the gaming community can be a force for good.
Oh no, I didn't fix it. I hacked it.
So name, let's go with Z today. And done. Still coming out. Okay. Okay. So I guess I'm all set. Boop. Is this better? Much better? All right. I'll start a countdown then. So 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So hello everybody. This is Metal Warriors, very late generation Super Nintendo game produced by LucasArts. So, of course, they have to include things like a beam saber, and they actually can because they own that copyright. But yeah, it's a mech game. It's very similar to Cybernator. A lot of people will try to draw some comparisons. It's an entirely different team though. So like none of the resources used in Cybernator or any of the other Assault Suit Vulcan games or anything like that are actually shared here. Alright, I actually got lucky off the bat. Getting rockets early on allows me to just kind of truck through here. Normally I'd have to go around, but it's about a 5-second time saver, and you're going to see that a lot throughout the course of the run. It's going to be 5 or 10 seconds here or there, depending on what item I get, and typically it's rockets. I'll talk about a couple other situations where I want something else. But yeah, most stages are just get to the end however you can. There's a lot in the way, and there's a lot that will try very hard to kill me. It might even succeed. We'll see. So right now I'm in a mech called the Nitro, and Nitro is good all around, has a very good beam saber which does damage per frame. Otherwise the shots are nice. The full Vernier is nice too, but I'll use a variety of mechs throughout the run. And in particular, one of the things that makes this unique is that you actually jump out of your mech and you can swap into new ones as you see fit. But this is necessary. Uh-oh. Okay. This is necessary in some stages, especially this one. Alright. So the next thing here, the whole story is I need to try to capture this entire, I guess it's a supply asteroid or something like that. Oh, booster. And they just send me in because I've done such a good job on all the other missions. Why not? I don't need a support force to take on an entire base. Oh, absolutely. Okay. Yeah, so the only way to interact with these switches is to get out of the mech. And here we go. Every time I want to go up, it's actually faster to hit the ground first. Simply because I get a bigger boost to my upwards acceleration that way, other than just holding it. Like, I kind of accelerate slowly if I'm just holding it like that. Okay. So there's a whole other sequence here that we are not going to see, where we have to try and defend some reactors, and they're going to try and blow it up however possible. But I'm skipping ahead to doing the next thing. One of the nice things about this is that anytime you're doing something that has damage per frame, you can pause, and the damage will keep going. Doesn't really care. And that helps me out tremendously, so I can keep this ship from escaping too far. And yeah, so they're blowing up a bunch of reactors right now. There's only 2 left. It's going to explode pretty well soon, but I've already captured the ship, so it doesn't care about that. The rest of the station's going to explode. It's all good. And then this might as well be an auto-scroller, so we can go ahead with some donation reading.
Okay. First off, we have $25 from a member of our own community, Duckfist.
Oh man, Duckfist.
Metal Warriors is one of the coolest SNES games. Versus mode should be at EVO. Omnigamer. Let's money match. 1v1 ballistic only.
Oh, you're on, man.
Put this money towards Turtles in Time. Good luck in the run. See you on Wednesday.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Duckfist. Can't wait to have you here.
So right now I'm in a mech called Prometheus, and it's kind of the heavy tank version for this game. It's, yeah, it has this massive cannon and a variety of aerial bombs that work out pretty nicely, but for the most part it's not actually very good since I can't go anywhere. And this is the only one that I can use here. To actually finish this stage, I need to finish an arbitrary amount of enemies. We still have no good idea about what the heck causes this stage to end, but my route seems to work out okay, so I'm fine with it.
We have a $20 donation from X1372. Good luck, Omni. Put this towards the La Mulana remake run by Hidden Distance.
Thanks, Bob. Okay. And this should be the last set.
I did actually used to play this 2-player a lot as a kid.
Yeah, I've heard that from a lot of people. It was a Blockbuster rental favorite.
And then it became impossible to find, and now it is millions of dollars to get.
Yeah, this is the last enemy. And done. If I run into my aerial mines, I can actually kill myself.
The bubble gun is so good.
This stage is the first one with an actual boss of sorts. I'm gonna try to... Oh, nope, it's not gonna happen. There's a glitch that can happen here where if these mines happen to propel me forward, I can walk through a giant laser barrier. Please? Well, this isn't good. Yep. Okay, I'll take a death early. Why not? The laser was on a weird cycle. I should have been able to go through earlier. Round 2. Okay, mines are still not cooperating. Okay. So I get out of the mech to give me a little bit of invincibility. It also restores my HP. But yeah, the whole point is I need to get through this base and get around some giant laser barrier that is guarding the boss. Happens to be a giant cannon that destroyed me earlier. I'll get my revenge, don't worry. And this is the first part of the run where enemy manipulation becomes pretty critical. So normally it's suicide to go up against that guy while I'm still in pilot, but he has some shooting problems. Alright. Don't like science.
What did it ever do for you?
Yeah. Okay. So this thing is actually really annoying to deal with typically, but they left some back doors. Okay. And this is kind of a combination mission. If you notice, when I get to the end, it won't say mission clear, because this is actually the first of like a 3-part mission, each part taking place in a separate area. This one, I call it spelunking. There's a lot of digging you need to get through with the rockets, but luckily this is not a random drop, so I will always get rockets to get through here. Otherwise, this would be very painful. Oops.
How long do the rockets last, or do they have a...
The rockets last 700 frames. Uh-oh. This will still be okay. Oh, I did destroy them. So when you get out of your mech, there's a lot of enemies that just completely go dormant. They won't shoot you. But I got out after it had already fired, so I got hit by a stray rocket. Yeah, but this is a very unforgiving game as far as mistakes and anything else. Especially the speedrun's route for it. You might notice that there's no HUD here at all. The damage to my mech is completely by the color of it, so I'll know basically when I'm about to die because I'll turn a grayish purple. Okay, not going to make that same mistake again. And this is our first introduction to ballistic, and also our last.
Gotta go fast.
Yep, it's the Sanic ball. Uh-oh. Okay. Going up here for a nice little goodie. This is Spider. Goodbye, Spider. Alright. So for whatever reason, since I last entered Spider, it'll give me Spider here. And this will play a very big role in what's to come. Spider, as you can see, can go all over things, but the controls also flip when you go upside down, so if I'm on the ceiling, to go to the right, I need to press left. And it gets really confusing when I start like going on sidewalls and things like that, but with enough practice, anything's possible, right? So normally, enemy pilots can actually get into your mech and start piloting it around too, but they only bothered to program AI for Havoc, which is the one that I'm in right now that has the chain gun, and the Nitro. So those are the only ones that the enemies can take over because they don't know how to pilot the rest of them. Alright, there we go. Yeah, so Spider is important, and a lot of fun. Any other mech I also would not be able to walk through here, it's just one tile too low. But yeah, the big thing is that there's an annoying boss at the end of this. And I would rather not fight him, so we're just heading on up. And steal the last mech that you'll see, which is called the Drotch. And the whole point of this mission is so we could steal this guy and get the heck out. So this is the get the heck out part, and it may or may not work well. In my splits, this is the one I typically call the Gatekeeper. We will have a very friendly mech keeping guard over here that will help us out. Alright. Oh. How'd you get back there? That's not good. Okay. Gatekeeper is not kind first round. I'll give it one more go, and if not, I'll switch out to a safe strat. Actually, you know what? Since I died earlier, I'm just going to do the safe strat right away. But the whole point is that you make him open up the way for you and get out of here. You can go in and start up the next part of the mission. Instead, the way you have to do this is take this guy out, clear a path, Yeah, not nearly as fast as it would be otherwise. Oh, gosh. The thing about Havoc is it has these roller skate feet. I can go just about anywhere I want, and I can also deal with Gatekeeper without having to worry. Okay. And now we're set to make our escape. Okay. Again, let's hope for missiles. That's not missiles. I got one more chance. That is also not missiles. Well, we can still manage. Missiles save some number of seconds here, but I can go here just fine without them. Alright. Crumbling cities help me a lot. If you notice, my shots are also a little different. At the very beginning of this map, it gives you shot 3, which basically does not care about terrain. It's also pretty powerful against enemies in general. Otherwise, you cannot get shot 3 from a drop. It's only in certain pre-position chests. There's a shot 4, but I would never... That's too far out of the way to get in any of the part of the run. Alright. So drink the juice, everybody.
Drink the juice.
Unfortunately, I can't use the pause trick on the worms and just kind of wait for them to die. They have actually 4 damage phases, and I need to kill each one individually. Alright, don't kill me. Okay. There it is. Alright, worms. Get out of here. I've saved the city. We're getting towards the end, but we need some critical information, so they sent me in, alone, without a mech, to find some secret passcodes, and I'm just gonna hope it works out. This guy's gonna help me out a little bit. Nice that they turned on friendly fire. Found the passcodes. So a funny thing about Drotch is anytime that you do the this dive attack, it, for whatever reason, heals you. It'll take away half of your current damage. So against these bombs that normally do damage per frame, I can just mash the heck out of the button and I should be okay. And occasionally they'll even give me a good boost. Alright. I really do not like those ceiling guys. They do a ton of damage if they happen to hit, and they also take a good amount. Uh-oh. It's a pretty big AoE too. Alright. If I get through this cutscene too fast, I have the chance to soft lock the game because the music hasn't caught up with the cutscene yet. But the boss is mostly inactive while I'm in pilot, so I can just kind of head over and... Oh, look, the last gate is still there. I didn't need it anyways. Okay, last 2 stages. This stage in particular was giving me the most trouble in practice, so we'll see if the enemies are kind. I really hope so. This is another one where I need to spend a pretty large portion of the time as a pilot, and... Uh-oh. Okay, that's fine. This guy needs to behave too. He did. One last guy. Okay. And then for the rest of the game, I get to be Havoc, which is this guy, and I miss my Vernier a lot. Out of here. He destroyed a quick strat for me. Yeah. Normally I can just go from underneath, but he destroyed the platform already, so I got nothing. Captain Z. And beginning the final stage, which again has large portions of auto-scroller. There's one item I can get here to save 20 seconds. There's about a 5 in 32 chance I will get such an item. Not high. But in the meantime, it's also another good time to do donations.
All right. We have a $20 donation from Kieran O'Hare. Awesome stream, guys. Put this money towards Turtles in Time, one of the greatest games ever made. Agreed. We have a $35 donation from Nurgle. Should be working right now, but priorities are priorities. Thank you.
Oh, okay. It gave me missiles again. I did not want missiles. I actually wanted gravity or booster, which are fairly slim. If I'd gotten either of those, then I could have gotten up here really quick. And instead, I have to just wait now.
We have a $50 donation from Lotus. I've just started watching speedruns, and already I'm hooked and trying it for myself.
Okay.
Here's to the greatness that is Doctors Without Borders, and to the hopes that one day I'll be good enough to attend and participate. Thanks to everyone at SGDQ, in front of and behind the scenes for all you do. Thank you very much. We hope to see you here one day.
This is the longest stage in the game, and only basically for that section. I guess the boss helps a bunch too, but we'll get to that when we come to it. Much faster strat where I can finish it with Havoc, and I can get shot 3 along the way, but it's very dangerous. And since I'm not really ahead right now, I'll just take safety. Prometheus is powerful, and he will show the boss the business. Why is this closed? Okay. I wish I could jump, though. For whatever reason, they put his hitbox on that ball and chain, which is fine, but while the ball's still rolling around, it's still there, so I can just keep hitting the hitbox. There we go. He runs up into the corner. I will chase him. Uh-oh. You're not allowed to run away. Okay. I would have liked to get one more cycle, but this will do just fine. If only I could move a little bit faster. Alright, he's reached his stomp 'em phases. Yeah, there he goes. Attaboy. I want to kill him on the left side, because otherwise I have a chance of basically making a huge hitbox that I would just explode into. And then to finish it out, we can't get out of here without destroying everything, so self-destruct. Let's go. And normally you'd have to race him up here, and it'd be kind of annoying. He'd fire back at you, but they gave you just enough room to get in front of him. So I will never see him again. And there we go. Done. Time. Alright, that's not bad. Yeah. Yeah, so after setup, I think we've still made it under estimate. Yeah.
Thank you, Omnigamer.
Oh, all right, thanks everybody. Peace out.
All right, coming up next, we have Chojin Sentai Jetman by Gubadoo. While we're getting that set up, we're going to run a quick commercial, and we will be right back.